Hi friends, today I am starting new video series on ancient and medieval history from Tamil Nadu 11th class textbook. So, the first chapter, geographical features and their impact on history. So, a country's geography determines its historical events, and Indian history is also influenced by its geography. So, once we study Indian geographical features, it will give us a better understanding of our history. So, if we take Indian subcontinent, it can be divided into three major regions. One is Himalayan mountains, second is Indo-Gangetic plains, and third is southern peninsula. So first we will see the geographical feature Himalayan mountains. It is considered for a long time that Himalayan mountains acted as the barriers against invasions, but the passes that present in northwest mountains like Khyber, Bolan, Kurram and Gomal, these passes provided very easy routes between India and Central Asia. These passes facilitated the continuous flow of traffic from prehistoric times, and both invaders and immigrants used these passes as a route to enter into India. Indo-Americans, Indo-Aryans, Indo-Greeks, Parthians, Sakas, Kushanas, Huns, Turks, all these people have used these passes to enter India. Swat Valley is another important route in this region. Alexander the Great came to India using this route. So, not only the invading armies, missionaries, and merchants also came to India using this route. So, these passes have facilitated trade, cultural contacts between India and Central Asia. To the north of Kashmir, we have Karakoram range. Here, Karakoram highway via Gilgit connected to Central Asia, but if we see compared to other northwestern passes, this route has very little communication. So Himalayas, which extended till east in Assam, here these mountains are covered by thick forest because of heavy rains, and this made this region inhospitable and also very difficult to cross. All these features made northeast region relatively isolated compared to other regions of India. So next we will move on to the next geographical feature, Indo-Gangetic plain. Indo-Gangetic plain is a very vast plain, very fertile plain and also very productive. This plain is irrigated by three rivers, Indus, Ganga and Brahmaputra. Indo-Gangetic plain contributed to the rise of urban centers on river banks or at their confluence. Harappan culture, we all know, it flourished in Indus Valley. Then Vedic culture prospered in Gangetic Valley, and other important cities Benares, Allahabad, Agra, Pataliputra and Delhi are present in this Indo-Gangetic plain. Pataliputra, we all know it's a very famous city. It has been the capital city of Mauryas, Sungas, Guptas, and other major kingdoms. Is situated at the confluence of River Sun with Ganges. So, another most important city on western side of Gangetic plain is Delhi, and many of the decisive battles like Kurukshetra, Battle of Tarain, Panipat were fought here. If you see Battle of Tarain, it was fought between Prithviraj Chauhan and Muhammad Ghori, and after the defeat of Prithviraj Chauhan, this facilitated to establish the Delhi Sultanate in India. Then in Battle of Panipat, after Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi, it facilitated for the establishment of Mughal Empire in India. Then this place is a source of attraction for many invaders just because of its fertility and productive wealth. And important powers have always fought for the possession of these plains and valleys, and especially this Ganga Yamuna Doab region, which has proved to be most contested area because this region was the most fertile region in this area. Doab is the region between two rivers. So, in ancient times, rivers acted as the arteries of commerce and communication because roads were very difficult to build in those times. So, we will move on to next geographical feature called Southern Peninsula. We all know Vindhyas and Satpuras along with Narmada and Tapati formed as a dividing line between northern and southern India. To the south of India, we have Deccan Plateau with full of volcanic rocks. These are very easier to cut, so we can find number of rock cut monasteries and temples in Deccan. These kind of rocks are absent in northern part of India, so we hardly find any rock cut monasteries in northern part of India. Deccan Plateau is flanked by eastern and western Ghats. That is, if you take this as the Deccan Plateau, this is eastern Ghats and this is western Ghats. Then the eastern, if this is the eastern Ghats, this is called Coromandel coast. Then on western side till Goa it is called Konkan coast, and beyond Goa it is called Kanara coast. Then the southernmost part is called Malabar coast, that is between Western Ghats and Arabian Sea. Then we have passes in Western Ghats like Junnar, Kanheri, Karle, which linked trade routes to western ports. Then, due to dense forest in Vindhyas, the southern India was relatively isolated from north. So, this is the reason why we can see that language and culture of southern India was preserved for a long time. Then we can find a very famous Palghat passage across western and eastern Ghats from Kaveri Valley to Malabar coast. This passage acted as an important trade route for Indo-Romans in ancient times. Then we have another important region, that is Raichur Dohab. This is a region between the two rivers called Krishna and Tungabhadra. This has been the bone of contention between major kingdoms of South India. We all know that Vijayanagara Empire and Bijapur kingdoms fought for this region. Then we have Kaveri Delta. It is a seat of Chola power and it is rich in tradition, art, and culture. Then, due to the vast coastline present in South India, these people here took to maritime activities, and many mariners traveled to Java, Sumatra, Burma, and Cambodia. And these people not only traded with these countries, they have also spread Indian tradition, culture, art, religion to these areas. So, this is end of chapter 1. In next chapter, we will see about prehistoric India and Harappan culture. Thank you.